She said, I'm not talking to you guys anymore. And then she told McKelty and Logan to tell us that she wasn't going to talk to us anymore.
So a few days after the confrontation, we got a text message from McKelty saying that Robin and her kids weren't going to participate in this year's gift exchange. And it kind of hurt.
Hi, and thank you for visiting my new site made for all you die-hard Sister Wives fans out there, just like me, who are sick of the same old content. Well, fear no longer. It's time to talk about everything from never her perspectives, a little bit of honesty, and a whole lot of sass headed in season 18. Hi guys, and thank you for coming back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for coming. I miss you guys. I have been so busy running a haunted house for low-income housing children for the last 5 days by myself. It has been crazy, but I am done now and I am free. And look at my shirt. My 5-year-old made me wear it before I get into it, since we're talking about family. It says Mom Rocks. She bought it for me out of her piggy bank money. Isn't that so sweet? Yes. Anyway, okay, back onto this because we got to talk. I'm confused by this. When I say this, I'm talking about the clip that I just showed. And I mean, I'm not talking about what you probably think I'm talking about. I'm talking about how Robin, I'm talking about the clip that cut off ties at the Christmas exchange. Now, if they're exchanging presents and talking about presents, would that not mean that it's happening before Christmas? Like, this is all happening before Christmas, right? So why were we watching for weeks upon, like, this is all happening on weeks upon a whole season, a whole season 17 about Christmas, and how Cody wanted to spend it with them and they weren't sure because of the boys. And we were all trying to decide, like, did Robin really want them there? Because she's saying she does, but she's saying that she doesn't want to fight. We're trying to decipher all this. Well, hello, of course it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense because it was all fake, right? Was it fake? It was fake. They already decided they were not having the children at their house. They were not having them at all. They did fake, right? Was it fake? I don't want to see them after this exchange. They told McKelty to tell the children this because they didn't even have Cody, since he's in charge, he's the patriarch. He didn't even have the balls to tell the kids themselves. They had to get cookie cutter McKelty to go over and tell the kids they don't want to see them. So I'm like so annoyed that I've been watching this show. I know it's fake. I know that some of the scenes are scripted, but I did not know a whole season is going to talk about a Christmas that wasn't even happening. Does that piss you guys off? The truth is finally coming out. It is coming out from the children. I am not saying that it is right to expose their discrepancies on camera, but at the same time, what choice do they have? Cody has already went on camera insulting these boys, talking about how they just want to get their pencils wet, from talking about how greedy they are, talking about what they did to Robin. This is their chance to tell the truth and to stick up for themselves. So good for them. Good on them. This is your chance. Say your truth. Speak your truth. That is how I feel. What do you guys think, and how do you feel about being lied to? It's just so crappy, eh? Let's get on with the show. It was so good. I had to make 2 for this episode.
From my perspective, Cody did not choose us. My kids and I wanted to be a part of this family and wanted to be accepted and loved by everyone. Do this blending, and there was a lot of things that happened that were hard. But that started to kind of go away after 10 years or so of it. But then when COVID hit, all of a sudden my kids and I were excluded again. And all of a sudden we weren't part of their group.
Robin Brown, you are going to make my head explode. When I do not think she can become any more delusional, she does. And it has to be because in mental health, when you ostracize yourself into a place without going outside too much, you begin to believe your thoughts are facts. That is a fact. You stop thinking that you're just thinking. You begin to think everything as fact. And I'm wondering if that's happening to her because she's staying inside so often, or she's like literally a lunatic. She is a maddening. I mean, okay, listen, think about this, people. She is saying at the beginning it was hard, she wasn't accepted, right? It was very hard. No one wanted to accept her. Like they did not want to merge with her. She is the one that got the nanny. She got the nanny. What does the nanny do? As Christine said, because Christine was so hurt. I mean, this was years later when she said that. Christine was still wearing her jolly old good long-fashioned clothes when she told Robin she would watch her kids. And she was hurt that she hired a nanny, really hurt. I think she may have even walked off, or was that on a different time? But she was devastated by the fact that Robin got a nanny. They wanted to include her. She separated herself. Now, when I feel like she said that things began to get better in the middle, I think it's because she became like head wife. She's the boss lady and she does what she wants. So everything's a-okay for her. She has no insight towards anyone else. So she doesn't know what they're going through, let alone cares. So she thinks everything's hoity-toity fine, right? Then she says again, when COVID hit, her family was excluded from everyone. But does everyone remember the call where they were all four of them were on the phone and they said, let's stay together as a tight-knit family, and they wanted Robin in that tight-knit family, and Robin said, well, I talked to my doctor and my doctor says I have to follow this rule and this rule because my son was born early and I have an autoimmune disease, so we're just gonna stay by ourselves. Everyone else was like, what? And then that ruined the family because Cody loves her. Cody's going to stay with her if she's the one segregating herself from the rest of the family. You know, Cody is going to stay with her. That clearly would have had an impact on where the family goes. Anyone watching the show, let alone living the scenario, would see what kind of doomsday that was headed towards, right? I mean, she is not just a narcissist. She's beyond delusional. Something is wrong with her brain. Is she drinking? Forgetting? I don't know. But for her to like come out and say this when she knows that we have footage of the exact opposite happening, she cannot go back and change reality no matter how much she wants to. She cannot. And oh, there's just so much more I have to say. I'm sorry.
The last 20 years, we've had a gift exchange where we draw names and we pick a gift for another sibling for the name we drew. I have Aurora!
Aspen started this text thread saying, hey, it's time to do the gift exchange.
So Robin was like, we need to do it over Zoom, and everybody else was like, well, that has like not a personal feel. So everybody was like giving up ideas, and I think I was like, we can make it a competition, whichever moms do it quicker or something. And then Robin made it all about herself and mentioned something about trauma, how there's a bunch of past trauma. Which, by the way, where's the trauma coming from? Because Dad prefers them.
Yeah.
We can all agree on this, right?
So this clip makes me sad. I like to make jokes, but look at Garrison's face. I mean, who is in pain here? Look at the wives. They're in pain. You know, Cody's angry, Robin's hurt, but who's in pain? It's the kids. It's Garrison even as an adult. It's Gabe. They're trying to hold it in. They're men now. They're saying they're adults, but look at him. He is hurting. He is hurting for his father. No matter what age you are, you need your parents. And if a parent is saying something very terrible about you or hurting you in some way, it is a feeling like no other. Just like if a child hurts a parent, it's beyond personal. It makes me so angry to see the children, even Aurora and Brianna, just stuck in the middle. They're just stuck in the middle of their parents' fight. Do you guys think that's fair? Do you think it's fair to watch even Brianna, Aurora, everyone just struggle through this? I mean, even Brianna and Aurora, if you listen to them, they say, we heard before the gift exchange that the kids were talking not good about us. So they went into the gift exchange. Who told them before the gift exchange, when something was supposed to be pleasant and nice, that the kids weren't talking good about them? Who told the kid, Aurora and Brianna, that they weren't wanted at Christmas when that wasn't true? Especially now, knowing that everything that we know. Why would you share this with your children? I mean, it's almost like Robin loves to live off the arguments. She's so used to playing the victim role. She is so used to arguments where arguments actually become your normal, your comfortability, and anything outside of it seems irregular, seems uncomfortable. Even if it's not arguing, it seems uncomfortable because you are so used to arguing or playing the victim or doing whatever you do. It's so saddening to see Garrison like this because he states, he's a man, he doesn't need his father anymore. But look at him. He's missing either his brothers and sisters, his dad. So is Gabe. I mean, look at Gabe's face. He's just so quiet, so introspective. This has had lasting effects on them. Savannah's just sitting there, taking it all in. She's barely an adult, if even an adult in this one. She is barely an adult if she is an adult. And these are highly sensitive conversations. Robin had to get involved with that present meeting, didn't she? She just had to. She just had to get a little nose involved. It's just really, really unfortunate that this all had to happen to the children because of the parents, because of, I feel like, unfortunately, the parents' selfish needs, the parents' wants. The parents are so involved in what's happening with them. They're not realizing the impact it has talking about this with their children. I'm glad they got to do the scene and get it out. But to see that a show has actually destroyed a family is disheartening, to say the least. I forgot to add in, because I could care less, is Robin's trauma was what I put at the front. The family leaving her. So while, the children are trying to make it about the family and to come together and follow her COVID rules, she wants to make it all about herself and talk about her trauma. And her trauma was that her kids don't get involved. Her people aren't, Aurora isn't remembering people. Nobody ever accepted them. Everything that was at the very first clip of the video is what she had to say about her trauma. And for her to mention this at this time is just so utterly selfish. It disgusts me.
Put it, whatever process she does, and made her the victim by doing that.
You guys didn't mean it that way.
We told her that we weren't trying to, that
she was gaslighting everyone into treating her with special treatment.
Literally.
She was gaslighting.
Because for the past 8 years, she's made herself the victim.
Okay, when you hear Gabe say that Robin gaslighted them, you know that that's kind of the truth, right? They're all in agreement, and Gabe is saying it. That means Gabe's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Look at their faces. Look at the pain in their faces. Everything. Working with mental health. When someone is passionate, when someone has feelings like that, when they're outspoken in a certain way, when everyone is in agreement, a lot of times those symptoms are people telling the truth. When you have people like Robin giving vague statements over and over, you can tell that they're lying. I mean, think about this. She says she wants to merge her families, yet Aurora and Brianna don't talk to Savannah in school. Gabe does talk to Aurora, but Brianna and Savannah pass each other in the same classroom in school every day. Imagine the pain. I can't even walk by my best friend upset, let alone a sister walking by the same classroom every day. You don't even say hi. Don't you think that maybe Robin asks her kids, she's a helicopter mom, she asks her kids about everything. Don't tell me Robin doesn't know that Brianna doesn't say anything to her siblings, doesn't talk to her siblings. Robin knows, and if she cared and if she wanted to have the families together, you think she would call Janelle or something and say, hey, we got to fix our kids. We got to mend this, because everyone knows Janelle and Christine care the most about their kids. Above all and else, their kids come first. So if Robin showed some insight, some love, some decency towards someone else, and had the decency to pick up the phone to let Janelle know they're not getting along, something could have changed, because even Janelle said if Cody would just act differently, she would be with him. People all the time have opportunities that they can take, and they choose not to take for whatever reason. And then they blame it on other things. blame it on this, blame it on that. No, it's because you made that decision. You made that choice. Now you have to deal with the consequences. Your actions show what you want. You might lip say what you want, but your actions truly show what is going on. I mean, this whole thing is just despicable. I'm pretty much just listen to these kids. Listen to them. They deserve a voice after 10 years. That's why I wanted to do this.
All of you are just kind of jerks. I don't want to be around you. And I'm tired of it. And I don't want to call them, and I don't want to talk to them.
Cody, you sick son of a bitch. How can you call all your kids jerks? Now we know the truth. All this time you've been saying you want to work it out. You want to work it out. Nope, now we know the truth. You don't want anything to do with them. You don't want them to call. You don't want to call them. You want them, they're jerks. You just want to be left alone. You don't want to see them. Well, kudos. It's good you said that. It's good you told the truth, because you know what? You're sitting there saying, if they want to feel like that, I feel like that too. No, your kids are hurt. They might be saying they're done with you, which we just watched. They're done with you, Cody. But no, they're not. Look at Gabe. Look at every single person's face. Even Garrison, he's hurt. He would be in your life at any moment. He even states anytime Aurora, Brianna want to come back into their lives, he's willing and welcome with his heart open. They are not like you, Cody. They're not done. You're done. They're jerks. You're a piece of crap. You know that? You really are. You really, really are. I mean, I wonder if they did this on purpose. While Cody's saying this, do you see how they kind of show Gabe's face? The kids might say they don't care. But let me tell you a little secret if you don't know. They care. Cody, they care. You're the jerk. You're the jerk who doesn't care. Anyway, I forgot to ask everyone. Please, I tried to put this in today. I didn't have a lot of time, but I love you guys. And I'd really like you to show me some love by liking and subscribing to this channel and video. It would mean so much to me. I do a lot of hard work. But at the same time, I just love what I do. If anyone has any comments or anything else they'd like me to do videos on, anything at all, because as you can see in my info, I am the curator of information. I was trying to think of a jingle for that. Anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'm about to take my little dog Happy and my little daughter for a walk for some pizza. Have a great day. Bye.